What's up, guys? This is Showtime. Showtime Strength and Fitness over here. Size, growth, get big. All right. So we talked about Emerald Cup, right? So I needed some redemption, right? Because I did a bonehead move, right? Came in real smooth, where come out, do my routine, did the splits. You could have heard the pin drop so quiet out there in the audience, right? Because I was out of shape, right? So I didn't motivate nobody, right? And I didn't impress nobody. And it came in really smooth. I didn't diet for it. I just showed up and freaking was smooth and everything else, and just I got my goal, which is take top 5 in the Emerald Cup. So now it's time to get serious again, right? So instead of doing super heavies, of course, I did the heavyweight division, and which was fine because I didn't have a super heavyweight in the next division anyhow, right? So I came in, instead of weighing 226, this is a few months later, right? Emerald Cup was in April, and I competed in, what was it? In the fall, okay? And the summer/fall of 2000, okay? Just getting hair of a gnat's ass into, we're starting to creep into 2001, okay, which would signify what would seem the end of my bodybuilding career in 2001, and I'll explain that in more detail when we get to that video. But the first one I did was a Gold's Classic in Olympia, I believe, Seattle area, somewhere in Seattle area. I can't remember where it was exactly. Olympia, or if it was, again, I don't remember the city it was held in. I just remember Seattle area. Gold's Classic was the name of the show, and I ended up taking third. Okay, at about I think I was weighing in at about 215. Okay, and I definitely need to be tighter, right? And but I was still way tighter than in the Emerald Cup, right? Because I actually dieted for this show. I actually trained for the show. So I did all right, and I looked all right, but I could have been tired, right? So I ended up driving home, and then the next show I did was the Wenatchee show, Evergreen State, the one that I had taken first in as a natty in 1997. Now we're years later. We're in the year 2000, and I just taken third place in the Gold's Classic as a heavyweight. So now I'm looking to get an even better result in the Evergreen State, also as a heavyweight, right? And there's no super heavyweight class in this one. And there was one guy that was a super heavy, but because he didn't have a super heavyweight class, he was in the heavyweight division. That guy's name was Ty Stone. He had really good legs. He had a decent physique, and he was very big guy. And his condition was good, and he had some lines, and he was a good athlete. And he ended up taking first, and then I ended up third in that one as well. But I was a lot tighter. Okay, I was probably about 201 pounds. It was about 14 pounds lighter than the show before that, and lighter and tighter, right? And but I got in trouble for that too, because it was not in trouble, but you know what I'm talking about. You could have been just a skosh tighter, but I was still probably a little tighter than the first place guy, who also won the overall. But the thing you got to realize about that guy is he did have some good lines going for him, and he had that freak look to him, right? He was kind of the freak of the night in that way. So he definitely earned that battle, that Excalibur sword, I think. But it was subjective, right? Because it was a close call, and Dave Patterson, he thought that I was going to be first or second in that show, and just depending on if the judges were looking more for lines and symmetry and aesthetics, it was going to go to me, and then if it was more for size and this matte freak look type thing, it was going to go to Ty. So we didn't really see that second guy coming, and then Roger Baker and Ben Matheson doing the same thing. So I was a little bummed out, but at the same time, you know, that's life, that's sports, right? And I just looked at it the fact that, you know, if you were close enough to win and you don't, well, guess what? That's probably some things there that you can change and then come back better, right? I was still a little bit young, so I was a little bit butthurt about it at the very beginning. Then I grew out of that shit like real fast, right? So I quit thinking that way. And I started thinking more positive, and I became a better athlete, more competitive. I placed higher, all that other things. When I came back in 2008, right? Because I ended up taking that wasn't because of anything the NPC did. You know, they thought I had a great experience with the NPC. I didn't have any negative experience with them. They weren't the reason that I was doing the lay off, right? There were other reasons involved that I'm not going to explain in this video because that's going to be for another video. So that's the whole thing in a nutshell right there. In the year 2000, Evergreen State Men's Open, 3rd place. Came in, and that I was so tired too because I was working those different drops and everything, and so I was really low on sleep because I was working security at night as a doorman in the bar, and I was doing that, and plus I was doing, you know, like the Aqua Tri-Cities for people with developmental disabilities and things like that, and it was just like, wow, you know, very tiring. And then I had to go all those days with no carbs, and so, you know, I'm all loopy and shit, right? And I'm supposed to be, you know, getting ready for the show, and me and Ben are coming in the doors, right? And here's Big Wave Carbo Dave, because he had the Lifestyle Associates with William Wood, right? And they sold all these supplements, Nora and Andro and all that stuff back when it was legal. And then, of course, they were selling the creatine and the protein powders and the protein drinks and this and the other thing. So Big Wave David Carbo Dave was like, hey, come on over and help with help me bring in my stuff and things like that. And I think he did agree to throw in like a free something, right? Free drink or free creatine. I don't remember what it was, but some type of a free product, right? Whether it be one drink or a case of drinks or a 2-pound tub of protein. I can't remember what he gave me, but he had he promoted the Isopure, and he had some really good product. But I just helped him bring in all that stuff, and Ben was teasing me. He's like, man, Big Wave Carbo Dave shouldn't have had you do that because you look like you're about to die. He should let you alone, get your rest, you know. And we kind of had a laughing point, you know. But even when I ended up moving furniture with him after that, he just get that way and stuff. And so, but of course, shortly thereafter too, though, poor Big Wave Carbo Dave, he did pass away of a massive heart attack, right? And I don't know if it was the stress of everything, or might have a shot he didn't know about, or maybe it's just his hyped up levels, you know, raise those cortisol levels enough. So you never know what's going to happen in this life, man. You got to have all your I's dotted, T's crossed. You got your whole life ahead of you. You can't screw it up, and this and that and other thing. And you guess what? You flip and screw it up, right? It happens. It's Murphy's Law, slapping you with the adversity 6 times across the face on a daily basis sometimes. Where the fuck did this come from when everything was so good and so well? Now I have the momentum on my side, and everything was going, you know, down to the last detail, time management and wise and everything else, had everything down to the hair of a gnat's ass, and all of a sudden, there ain't no time to sleep. There's not time for this. There's not time for shit happens. Life gets in the way, or they throws a curveball, or some kind of adversity flings at you. You got to dodge it, or you got to go through it, or you got to do whatever you got to do, right? So, hopefully, this will be a good thing for everybody, right? So, that's about it for right now. Again, 3rd in both of those shows, and I think there was something weird that happened, but now I can't remember. So, I just have to let it go with that, and just go from there. But yeah, definitely learned a lot from that show. And we're going to go on now and enjoy the rest of your weekend and take care and God bless. Again, this has been Showtime. Showtime Strength Fitness over here. Acqua Fresca, Vino Puro, Strecciadora. That means in Italian, fresh water, red wine, and beautiful women, right? Mujeres bonitas, chulas, mamacitas, bonitas, muy guapísimas, right? So, princesas. But, the direct translation of that, I got kind of looped into something. It ain't quite what that is, but I like beautiful women better than what it supposedly really means, so we'll keep it at that. Red wine, fresh water, beautiful women. Take care and God bless. And Showtime loves you. Love all you motherfuckers and motherfucking, all you fuckheads out there, all you super bitches, right? And Wonder Women and Supermen, and strong men, and freaking ripped and shredded people, and even fat people, and skinny people, and old people, and young people, right? If you got some kind of a passion in your life, if you got something that drives you, or you're just overall you're a good person, or you're making the world a better place, or you just think you're not, but I don't make the world a better place, I don't do nothing. But you're a great dad, or a great husband, or a great wife, or a great mom, you fucking are, you're just freaking bringing, wild species of wildlife into the world, right? They're human beings, so they convert to be human beings. They're cute as little kids, and then they go through that teenage stage. And if you're on your game, and you're a good parent, you can get them through those teenage years, right? And being a great parent, a relative, or family member is an accomplishment in itself. Remember that. So don't say, "Oh, I don't do this or I don't do that." As long as you're not hurting people, then chances are you're a good person. If you're a good person, you're probably making a difference right and left. It's not this big booming, hey, look at me, I'm doing this, that, the other thing. You do it on the DL. Nobody notices, so you sometimes don't notice yourself, right? Because you're not doing it for the, hey, look at me, this is what I'm doing for people. You're doing it for the right reasons, which is, all right, I'm just going to help this person because he's short of change, so I'm going to give him some change. This person needs a ride, I'm going to give him a ride. This person's short on funds, I'm going to help him with that. Whatever it is, right? This person needs help with this or that and the other thing, you're able to provide that service for them, expect nothing in return, you're golden. If it's a business transaction, though, there's no reason to feel guilty about that. If it's a business transaction, it's a business transaction, right? And, it's just a matter you're part of the bargain, right? And that's simple. Y'all have always done that with me. If there's one or two people that don't want a special package from me or whatever, it's like, it is what it is, right? So just bear that in mind, and he said, don't hurt nobody. Be good to the universe, and the universe will most likely be good to you in return. That's all we can do, and but I'm just saying, as far as you guys, gals, being some people, because there's a handful of you that can be like trusted when the going gets tough, and stick to it with the good times and the bad and all this other stuff. Watch out. October and fucking, what month are we in right now? No, we're going backwards. We're going to April now. So we're going to springtime. We're going into April, May, and June. So just remember what great things are coming up, so that you don't lose focus on why you're here and what you want to accomplish. Even if it's just being a good dad, or a good husband, or a good mom, or a good daughter, or a good granddaughter, right? Not used to wearing shoes around, you might want to get in the habit of either wearing them or fucking putting them away so you don't absolutely screw your dog, okay? And that's about it. The last thing you want to do is be used to not having any dogs around. You back out or pull into your garage, and you actually run over one of your dogs, right? You gotta be prepared for that. Not an if, but a when, right? Alright guys, take care and God bless. Size.